This video is the updated version of the training for remote boosting. So I'm hoping that this is going to be much more efficient for you and also for anybody, any of your team members as well. All right, and here's what, by the way, this is the important disclaimer. All content and media on this video is created and published for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied on as health or personal advice. Always seek the guidance of your doctor or other qualified health professional with any questions you may have regarding your health or medical condition. Never disregard the advice of a medical professional or delay in seeking it because of something you may see or hear on this video. If you think you may have a medical emergency, call your doctor. Go to the nearest hospital emergency department or call emergency services immediately. If you choose to rely on any information provided by this video, you do so solely at your own risk. Remote boosting is not for the purpose of treating any illness or injury, but is merely a process by which you boost specific nutrients by way of a quantum field. Any results from remote boosting should be seen only as a result of the body taking advantage of the nutrients that it received from the boost. Every once in a while, sometimes in a generation, sometimes longer, there's an idea, a development, a leap of progress so fantastic, seemingly improbable, even impossible, that shatters all preconceived notions of what is possible, what is real. It blurs the line between science and magic, between fact and fiction. It usually changes the world in a very big way. This is the Olympic Arc technology with the remote boosting capabilities. Folks, this is huge. Introducing the world's first quantum energy wellness products managed with the click of an app. It's going to blow your mind. What makes Olympic Arc different, though? Well, Olympic Arc is truly a first of its kind technology. The technology behind the Olympic Arc system was developed over 14 years ago by our parent company, and the technology has been used for thousands, by thousands of doctors, of healthcare professionals over the years. This technology routinely creates life-changing effects. There's no competition anywhere in the world because no other company has been able to harness quantum energy wellness products and deliver them through an easy-to-use app interface. Can anyone download the Olympic Arc? Yep. Anyone with an Android or Apple device will be able to download the Olympic Arc app. However, only those customers, distributors who have an active subscription will be able to log in and use the technology. Is Olympic Arc similar to devices that generate frequencies? That people have asked me that before. No. The Olympic Arc taps into fields that are too complex to be described as a frequency or vibration. It's the quantum field. Folks, this is a different world. How quickly will I see a change? In many cases, it'll be rather quickly. One thing that you will notice is that it will appear to you that those that you are remote boosting will have a greater and quicker change than you. I'm willing to bet that that has everything to do with your intention to make it happen quickly, but like everything else in the world of quantum physics, that is very much theoretical. Does the person have to be near the cell phone? The cell phone acts only as a library card to access the library of codes. There's no signal or transfer of information coming across or through the cell phone. The person that you are boosting can be on a walkie-talkie for that matter. By the way, and this is off script here, it's not really sending anything to you. Remember, your quantum field, as well as everybody else's quantum field, is everywhere at one time. It's not only at the computer, it's actually part of the computer. It's entangled with everything. So it's not coming to them, and they're already there. It's really weird. Just trust me, it works. Okay, here are some of the boosts, the energy product for calm, for focus and energy and sleep and multi-nutrients, immune system, stress relief, pain relief, strength, allergy, his and hers works, by the way, and weight loss. I have not found that have not used it a lot. And then vision, have found that to work, and there's a new one on there about digestion. The amazing gift of remote boosting, and folks, it is a gift to take away somebody, to watch their pain or experience and be a part of someone's pain and discomfort just disappearing is really addictive. Just exactly what is remote boosting. In short, it's your ability by way of the Olympic Arc app to redirect the boost to someone else. Interestingly enough, and well beyond mere description of amazing, is the ability to remote boost more than one person at a time. I've done as many as 3 at once, but I'm assuming you can do more, but that's yet to be determined. Let me clarify, though. When I mentioned in the previous slide, by way of Olympic Arc app, I in no way mean that there is a specific button or area of the app that you need to go to in order to remote boost someone. Really, and I'm fully aware of how strange this sounds, you only need to concentrate on the person you are talking to. Can you do long-term remote boosting? Here's where it's important to understand the engagement of the subconscious mind. The subconscious operates on the principle of power conservation at all times and will quickly go back to the pattern it is familiar with. So keeping the subconscious of someone other than you engaged over a long period of time is problematic at best, probably real close to being impossible. So if you think you can simply activate the pain relief boost and leave it on overnight for someone, you may find that it's not effective. Not only do you have to keep the one you are boosting engaged, you as well must keep your own subconscious engaged, redirecting the boost to someone else. Think of it as a door that requires two keys to open. Engaging your subconscious unlocks your lock. Engaging their subconscious unlocks their lock. And if either loses concentration, it automatically locks the door. It's best to use the remote boost simply as proof that the technology works and encourage them to get their own app. Can you remote boost children? In short answer, the short answer to that is yes, but it's a little more complicated the younger the child gets. A child that's unable to communicate with you makes it difficult to know that what you are doing is working. You will, though, have the parent to be watching the symptoms like coughing or itching going away, so it's certainly possible as long as you have the parent's permission. The child's subconscious will align with the parents, I'm assuming. And here again, that's all theoretical. It's just been my experience. Can you remote boost animals? Yep. But here's where you get into a whole host of theories of how in the world this is possible. I've remote boosted one horse and two dogs, and in all three cases, we had an immediate improvement. One dog was scratching uncontrollably, the other coughing, and the horse was limping. In all three cases, the owner of the animal talked to the animal and told them what I was doing, what I was going to do. Yeah, I know that's just downright weird and has no scientific backing of any kind, but it's been my experience that animals are far more sensitive to the universal powers than we are. I don't try to figure out how it works. I just want to know that it does work. And to prove that, you only need to remote boost for yourself. How does remote boosting work? Well, in short answer to that question, and the answer that most quantum physicists will give you is, I haven't a clue. The longer answer is that your quantum field, as well as mine and everyone else's, has an intelligence to it that is unexplainable, yet perfectly and easily, I might add, provable. Call it the spirit of God, the universal consciousness, or simply a mysterious force. You can call a horse a rose by whatever name you wish to call it, still a rose. It's way above my pay grade to determine that, so I'll leave that up to you to decide, but the bottom line is it works. How close does someone need to be receiving a boost? They can be right beside you. They can be across town. They can be in another state. They can be in another country. I'm assuming they can be on another planet, but I haven't had the pleasure of sending a boost to someone on another planet, so that's yet to be proven. Besides, if I had boosted someone on another planet, do you really think I'd be telling you? I mean, seriously. All right, what information do I need to have so that the computer knows who I am boosting to? Now, here's where, and I've been asked this question many times. This may sound rather weird and intellectually impossible, but you don't need anything. No name, no age, no place of birth, no DNA sample, no hair sample, nor anything else about the person is necessary. Trust me on this one. Do not doubt me. Try it a couple of times on a friend's friend or relative that you have never met and watch in amazement as they testify to the amazing results of the boost you'll send to them. I've actually boosted somebody, a stranger, not only to me, but to the person that went up to the person. I was trying to prove a point. I said, find somebody, anybody, and ask him if you could do the strength test and whatever. So he found this guy, didn't even know him, and so neither one of us knew him, and yet because we engaged his subconscious mind, he had an amazing result. Can I boost someone without them knowing that I'm boosting them? Probably not, and I say probably because we're working in an area of quantum physics yet to be fully explored, so my answer at best is a theory. But theoretically, it sounds logical that the other person's subconscious mind isn't going to accept just any old information coming to it from totally unverified sources. The best thing to do is get their permission to boost the info boost over to them and keep their mind engaged while you do it. Here's basically what I say to everyone before I boost them. And you need to learn this, by the way, word for word. I know it looks like it's a lot, and I can send this to you if you want, or you can stop this video and type it out. But here's what I say. Every nutrient that you take, whether it be vitamins, minerals, essential oils, or even herbs, either by eating it in a meal or by way of a pill or juice, and at the end result, the digestive system, it becomes nothing but energy. This we've known for decades. We also know that each individual nutrient has a specific code of information that is absorbed and then is distributed to every organ, muscle, joint, tendon, and nerve by way of the microvascular system. We have two problems with this process. Our digestive system is in most cases seriously compromised due to eating meat with antibiotics, killing the good bacteria needed to break down the food to be absorbed. And even the American Medical Association admits up to 85% of the reason for having such difficulty in recovering from injuries and illness can be directly traced to a compromised microvascular system. There's a good chance we're not getting anywhere near the nutrients that our body needs. The Olympic Art Company has been able to extract the specific code of now over 160 nutrients and have placed the code on the cloud in the form of a library that we can access by way of a cell phone app acting much like a library card and have the code of any one or all or packages of nutrients boosted into not only our own quantum field, but can be redirected to anyone else in the world. The InfoBoost puts the code directly into the cells of our body continuously. Actually, the InfoBoost puts it into the quantum field. The intelligence of your quantum field puts it right into your cells. You may not be aware, but quantum physics, virtually the most validated science on the planet, has proven time and time again that the energy that makes up each of us stretches to the outermost parts of the universe. In essence, our quantum field is as much here where we are as it is at the same time on the other side of the universe. If you were to ask a quantum physicist how this could possibly be, their patent answer is we don't have a clue. We know the mechanics of quantum energy, but don't have a clue what it is that causes that which happens to happen. That may sound somewhat strange, but it's quite normal. For instance, we understand clearly the mechanics of gravity. But if you were to ask a scientist, any scientist, what specifically causes gravity, they'd tell you that they don't have a clue. To prove my point, I want you to rate the pain that you currently have as a 10. And by that, I mean 100% of whatever pain you have is the 10 that I'm referring to. 10 does not represent the worst pain you've ever had. It represents the current pain that you have. With 10 being the pain that you have, 0 is no pain. I'm going to boost over 3 packages of nutrients to you in a few seconds. After each boost, I'm going to ask you where your pain is, or where your pain is rated. I don't want to hear it feels better. I need a number. You understand? Great. And folks, you wouldn't believe the number of people after I tell them that specifically, they'll go, well, it's a 4. And no, it's not a 4, it's a 10. No, it's not a 10, it's better today. I go, no, okay. And I have to explain that whatever pain that they had, it's a 10. And you're going to find how difficult that is. All right. What if they ask, how long will it last? Okay, their question gives you a good indication that they do not accurately understand the technology. Ask them, how long does ibuprofen last? How long does vitamin C last, or any other vitamin for that matter? This is not in any shape or form a healing signal designed to treat any condition, or certainly not to heal it. It is the pure informational code of this nutrient sent to the cells by way of the InfoBoost, plain and simple. What their body does with the nutrients in the InfoBoost is up to the body. How long the symptoms will stay gone depends on a great deal, if not entirely, on the entirety of the conditions that are present in their body at the time of the boost that need the nutrients sent by way of the InfoBoost. Good time to mention that they need the app for themselves. But it could last 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, or never come back. You got to understand, the symptoms are the tip of the iceberg. So it's not so much what the symptoms are showing. It's the issue is what is it about the body that's preventing the body from being able to deal with that problem? And that you don't know about. You simply do not know, and it's not up to you to diagnose it. Your job is just to send a bunch of nutrients. So allow the body to do their deal. Recognize that you have the power to not only to effectuate a great change in your own life, but the remote boosting in the lives of others. Folks, this is just absolutely huge. And I want to just, I want to tell you how proud I am that you're listening to this.